Hello, everybody. My name is Alex Buriak, and I am the Senior Vice President over here at Jet Lending. And today's educational topic is going to go over why does Jet Lending pull comps for their borrowers prior to getting an appraisal? And really, why should you have somebody pull you comps prior to getting an appraisal and how to analyze it? Okay. So this is a live video for you guys who watch it live. That means you guys can go in the comments section and talk to me, ask me questions live. I'll answer them. You can always put it in the comment section if you want me to make a video for like a question that you just haven't had answered or answered well in the past. So to get to our topic today, why does Jet Lending pull a full set of comps prior to ordering appraisal? As you may or may not have experience with lenders in the past, a lot of lenders, you put your application in, you give them your ideas. Basically, they see, does your matrix fit the box? So it's like, experience, credit score, all this kind of stuff. And they're like, okay, great, order appraisal. You go off the appraisal and you go. And if you are trying to look at things and analyze for yourself, the appraisal is just one person's opinion. We did a video on appraisals, and when the property is in disrepair, you're getting like a speculative view on what it could be in the future. So what we do, and what you should have somebody do if you're not using Jet Lending, hopefully get like a real estate agent, pull you a full set of comps. Now, what is a full set of comps? Okay, well, for most properties outside of rural, you're going to take the subdivision section, the subdivision year, a polygon of major streets and landmarks, the street year history, street full history, and rent comps of that polygon area or the subdivision. And we're going to go over that. All right, so why do you do that? So what you're doing is you're taking a comparative analysis of the area, and you're trying to look at what's being done in the subdivision section, what's being done in the subdivision, what's being done in this major border, especially like across like major streets and landmarks. So sometimes you don't want to cross that major street, even though, like, take Oak Forest. If you live in Houston, Oak Forest, the northwest corner of Oak Forest is completely different than the southeast corner of Oak Forest. Okay, so you would take little sections and say, okay, what's happening right here? And the reason why we do that, and the reason why you should do that, is because you are going to start analyzing that little market and see if there's anything special that you need to pay attention to in that area. And then we'll go over deeper when we do our education over actual analysis. We'll actually just comp a property. So usually for lenders' credit lines, so how your lender gets money, whether you're dealing with a regional lender like Jet Lending, where we get it from like regional bank lines and private lending lenders, or you're dealing with national lenders where they're getting it from either hedge funds or REITs or pension funds or life insurance companies or whatever they're getting their money from. There's this little stipulation. A lot of times, as bigger the money goes, bigger the money gets, to deploy out for the investors, there's conditions that have to be brought to with the line. Usually we got a third-party appraisal. It carries over with the conventional ideas and thoughts that this appraiser is going to give us the value of this property. So one reason why you comp is to see, is spending anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for appraisal worth my time? All right, so that's the first reason why you get your comps done. Does this make sense for me to spend this money to get an appraisal? Now, whether your lender, and we did a video on this, whether your lender requires an appraisal or not, it's something you should consider, especially whether you're flipping or renting, because if you're flipping, you're getting a possible idea of what your buyer is going to deal with when they contract your property. If you're holding your property, you're going to see what your refinance may go through when you try to refinance it and get an appraisal. In your 30-year lines, the appraisal is gospel to those lines. Whatever that appraisal comes in at, that's what they're lending against. Okay. So you get this idea in the future. You're kind of paying for data. But before you pay for that data, you have to figure out, is it worth the expense? And that's why we comp everything for our borrowers. And we look at all the loans we've done in that area and over the last 6 to 12 months and everything that we could possibly give our borrowers to make them successful. Now, let's say that you are taking a risk and you're not using jet lending. Well, don't do that. But if you have to, what you'll do is get yourself like an agent and actually have them pull you a full set of comps. Okay. And have them go over it with you, but you also go over it. Remember, you're the investor. You're the one that's doing the due diligence on making your profit. You have to learn how to analyze numbers. So you're going to pull your comps and you're going to start seeing variances. Okay. So you can start seeing, like, if you are, yeah, this property can sell for 700, but 3 of your comps are new construction. And we already went through a video on how to deduct value for new construction against a rehab. No, I can't sell for 700. I'm only in this for maybe 590. And it's like, I'll say, okay, well, the other comps are all brick and slab, and yours is on bricks and siding. So it's not just pulling the comps to get the average price per square foot. You're pulling the comps to actually look at the comparable properties to see, do they compare? So that's the really important aspect of your analysis and your due diligence when you're buying real estate is, can I find where the train runs off the track early enough to see, do I take the risk in purchasing this property or do I not take the risk at this purchase price? Because remember, I always tell you, it's not that I will ever tell you not to buy a property. It's, are you buying it in accordance with the risk you're willing to take on that purchase price? So you can always make money buying a piece of property. It just depends on when you need to make the money, because your landlord investors are okay making that appreciation spread over time over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years and either refinancing or selling the property. If you're a flipper, you don't want to wait that long. You want to be in and out as quickly as possible. So you have to watch your purchase price. Renters can buy things a little bit higher than flippers. So that's why we comp everything. That's why you should comp everything. And that's just a brief overview of how to comp generally and why you should consider this addition to your due diligence process. I hope this helped, and we'll probably do another video on actually how to comp. That'll be a long one because that takes a lot of thought, okay? Because there's so many different variables, maybe spread out to a couple different videos. But I hope this helped for you guys to consider adding more things to your due diligence, getting your teams involved, and possibly coming to Jet Lending and seeing how we can help and how we can be a part of your team and take some of this burden and this weight off your shoulders so we can help give you an idea what's going on in the market and in your properties. So I hope you guys have a great day and you guys keep going out there, keep investing, and we'll talk to you later, okay?